Alright, the last video got me thinking. This guitar, Fender Meteora, stickers or sales for about $1,100, $1,099 I think at the time of recording this video. Brand new model. We acknowledge that this one has a little bit of problem with the sound of the split coils, but we're not going to hate on that. We're going to go ahead and see what can you get also in the range of, something from the North American continent that is also $1,100 delivered to your house. Because you can get one of these delivered to your house for about $1,100. All right. And like I say, so I was like, what else can you get for that kind of price? And so I started looking around on Reverb. And what I came up with was two other models of guitar that are Gibsons. Of course, you can get some different Fenders, but most of them are still made in Mexico. But in the American-made Gibson range, you've got an SG with P90s and a Gibson Les Paul Tribute, or the Special with P90s. And this one stickers for a little bit more. This one's stickers for about $12.99 to $15.99, depending on where you're looking at. But the Les Paul, you can get a special that basically is the same as this Tribute. And it runs around $999 to $1,100. So what I figured I'd do is play a few riffs on the Meteora and then take a moment to play the other two to let you hear them side by side. Now, I'm going to play this through it with a little crunch on it, which really is where the Meteora shines, especially this particular one, because when you split it, it doesn't lose quite the volume because of the lead crunch, compression, and everything. So when you put some distortion on it, it really does shine. And the pickups definitely sound better with some kind of compression and distortion added to them. The fact that you can play it with the neck pickup or the bridge pickup and then immediately go to the single coil sound and it does the same thing on the bridge. Listen to the way it sounds. make it tolerable with the coil splits, even when, so maybe this guitar just needs a coil split. Maybe you just need to understand that if you're going to play coil split on this Meteora, you probably need some compression and distortion to boost it up. But anyway, so I'll go ahead and play a couple more riffs. I'll go through the clean tones real quick, and then we'll go into playing the other two. Let you hear what they sound like side by side. Play the same basic riffs on all three guitars. Decide what you think you'd like best, because like I say, you can get these on Reverb, SG, and the Les Paul for somewhere around $1,100, maybe as much as $1,300 delivered to your house. And it's about what you'd pay for this guitar, or a couple $100 more. Also, benefit, these two Gibsons are American versus Mexican made. Now that may not make a difference to you. I certainly didn't think that the quality of the Fender Mexican made guitars has ever been a big deal. I've got a Meteora that has given me zero problems. I love that guitar. But wondering about some quality QC issues on this. Maybe it might have been rushed. So anyway, back to the clean tones for a minute. Play a few chords. Maybe do a little bit of single notes. So. Split the coil. Now let's do something similar on the SG. onto the bridge position. And in the middle just for fun. Now to the Les Paul. Go to the bridge pickup. Put it in the middle. Okay, so blatantly the P90s are hotter. That's the bottom line you're going to have to know. Because the P90s seem to be hotter pickups, even when compared to the humbucking portion of the Meteora. But let's put some crunch on the Meteora, play it again, and come back and play the other two with a little crunch on them. So this guitar definitely has coil split. We not recognize that. But I'm going to leave it in single coil mode for all this part of the demonstration because, you know, the single coil sound is just so nice. I just wish it was louder because go ahead and do the humbucking. Arguably good sounds. And back to the SG. In the middle. Do you see what I'm talking about when it comes to the Meteora shining with a little crunch and distortion on it? Those pickups really do sound pretty good. Let's go to Les Paul. All right, now the Les Paul. Everything on 10. Starting off on the neck pickup. Neck or a ridge. I'm biased. I acknowledge I grew up playing Gibsons. My first guitars were Fenders. As soon as I could buy a Gibson, I fell in love with them. I really like the way the P90 in the neck on this one sounds with a little crunch on it, because it just there's something about this guitar. There's something about this particular guitar that has a certain sound to it. And it's darker than I think a P90 should be, and it's definitely darker than the SG is. But anyway, bottom line, these three guitars, you can get one for about $1,100 delivered to your house, or similar guitars that are basically the same. You get a Special Les Paul, you get I think it's a Tribute P90, that's about $12.99. The Meteora is $10.99. Like I say, they all get to the house for about the same price. But at the end of the day, it all depends on what you want. The flexibility of the Meteora is pretty cool, and with crunch, the pickups really do sound pretty good. I wish the split coil was louder, but that's my own personal thing. Other than that, like I say, this is what you get in the $1,100 range. If you go to the Epiphone stuff, you can get it for less. With the case, it's going to be pretty comparable, but the Gibson stuff that you can get used on Reverb will come out to pretty much what that Meteora costs delivered to the house, sticker price, brand new. So anyway, there it is. 3 guitars, all in the same price range. Till next time.